Hi everyone. Okay, this video is a very detailed instruction on the soy kit that I give away, and what you're gonna need for this kit. You're gonna need a thermometer, a candy thermometer, or you can get one of these. You need one of these to take the temperature of your wax. So when you get your kit, you're going to have your wax here in this package, and you need a scissors to cut it open. It's all measured out, so you don't have to measure anything, and you just empty your wax into your double boiler container. And for the double boiler, you will need a pot. You will need your pot, and if you don't have a stainless steel container, you can use cans, like metal cans that you have when you buy peas or whatever food you buy. Sorry, I'm not prepared at all. Okay, one of these. You can use one of these to put your wax in, and then you place it in the water, and you heat your wax up to 180. This wax here, 180, and you will check the temperature of your wax with this thermometer. Better to buy one of these, or you can buy the candy cane thermometer. That's like a glass thermometer. I prefer to use these because glass are breakable. So you can get one of these at Walmart. I think Home Depot sell these. I'm not sure, but you can get either one, your choice. But I prefer to use this because if it falls, you know, it's not going to break, and it's better for me to use. Okay. So I'm gonna let this wax heat up. I'm gonna let this wax heat up to 180. See, it's already melting. And this is the best way. Please don't use a microwave to heat this wax. I know there's information out there that people use the microwave. No, don't use the microwave, because microwaves heat things differently. You know, you want this to heat properly so that you can add your fragrance and such. And I'm using a one burner. I have a one burner, but you can use your stove. So make sure your pot have enough water for your container to heat up your wax. So I'm going to let that heat up, and I will bring you back for the next step. Okay, I'm going to check my wax temperature because it's all melted now, and it's been a couple of minutes. And when you're checking your wax, you need something. I'm using paper towel to hold this because it's very hot, and I'm going to check the temperature over here. So I'm checking the temperature, and I need it to be at 180. So it's getting there. 180. 175. So it's about 180. And if you can see that right over there, it's 180. So I'm going to let this cool down to 175. wipe off the excess from your container. And I'm going to let this cool for, I'm going to take another temperature reading. I'm going to turn off my stove, and I'm going to remove my pot from here. And turn this off. And I'm going to come back to measure the temperature of the wax. Okay, so let's check on the wax here. And I will do a second reading. I need it to be at least 175. Okay, just like I thought, it cooled way down to 150. So I have to heat this up again, and when I'm finished heating it up to 175, I will bring you back. So see you in a bit. I took a measurement of my wax, and it's at it was at 175. So I'm going to add my fragrance at 175, and the fragrance is all measured out, so you don't have to measure anything. And then when I add my fragrance, I take another, I'm going to stir it in really good, and I'm going to send you one of these to stir your wax and your fragrance. Give it a good stir for a few minutes. I'm going to do a temperature reading. I will pop this back on the stove in the water so it can heat up a little bit and get the fragrance blended in there. Because if you don't get it to blend in properly, you're not going to get a good central. And you can't heat it too much, because if you heat it too much, depending on the type of fragrance and company and all that, you will not get a good central. And this wax here it has a bit of hardener. I use soy additive in here, and I think stearic acid, I'm not sure. But to make it a bit harder to get out of the container, when you pour into your container, when you have to pop it out, you need it to pop out without, I'm going to heat this up a little bit more to make sure my fragrance is in there. Okay, I'm going to add, you have two colors here in your package. You have a magenta and you have a teal. And I'm going to be using the teal today. Depends how much colorant you need. I don't think you need a whole lot of this. I need a little bit of a pink. And I'm going to use the scissors and cut off some of the colorant into the pot. Okay. And stir, stir, stir. You might have to heat your wax up a little bit to get the, I think that's heated up. That's in there pretty good. You can see that. It's in there pretty good. Now, for you to know what color this is, you want to, if you have parchment paper, put a little bit of the wax on a piece of parchment paper and put it in your freezer to harden up real quick. So I'm going to let that harden up so I can see what color it is. If I need a deeper color, I'll add more, put it back into the freezer and the parchment paper to get the color that I want. And that's how you do your coloring for wax. Okay, so here, that's not enough. I need it darker than that, so I'm gonna put it back in the wax here and cut some more color in there. I need a darker color. Stir that in. Oh, this smells really strong. It's nice and strong. I can smell the chocolate in here. This is a very different chocolate than the chocolate that I'm used to smelling. This is really high. This is a really intense scent. And there's strawberry in there too. So. And smell is not, everybody smells things differently. It's not going to be what you think it should smell like. It might smell like something else. I hope you like it. But I did use a very good quality company fragrance. And their fragrance, the majority of the fragrance I use from them, it's really good. I've been using them for years. They're very, very good. American-based company. I only buy fragrance based in America. Nothing outside of America because, you know, there are standards that people have to follow, and when you're buying stuff outside, like fragrances outside of America, you know, you don't know what you're getting. So, and I prefer to support people this part of the world, you know, so people can have jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, I'm going to check this again, put some more wax on this paper here, put it in the freezer, the more you stir, the better the mixture for the wax. It'll be so the color is getting darker, and I'm going to mix it up and get it to where I want it to be, and I'll bring it back. Okay, I added all of the dye that I put into the to the bag here, and this is the color that I wanted, just to give you an idea of the color that I wanted. That's the color that I wanted, and this is my Baskin-Robbins ice cream, and I'm not sharing. I eat Baskin-Robbins like twice a year. That's about it. That's all I can do. Really? Oh, I have watermelon flavor ice cream, and I think watermelon and I don't remember what the other one, what the other flavor is, but there's 2 flavors of Baskin Robbins ice cream. So, now that I have my color all in there, and I have to let this cool down. You have to let it cool because you don't want to add it to your container and it yeah, this is too hot already. Wait. This is, let's see, taking a temperature. Looks like it's about 115 to 120. So I'm going to bring this down to about 110. Yeah. So it's at 115. So, sorry, 105. I'm going to bring it down to 105. And while that is cooling, I'm going to bring this over here. Okay, your condiments, the pots for you to put your wax in. Okay, I don't know how many containers I have here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So while that is cooling, I will bring it back for the pour. To pour it into my cup. Okay. Okay. Now my wax is all cooled. Okay. If you can see that. And it looks a bit cloudy, and that's okay. And before you pour, just give it a stir. Okay. This wax is about probably 100 or 90 something degrees. Okay. And with this wax, the reason why I'm pouring it at such a cool temperature, it's because it's a frosty wax. It creates frost, and I'm hoping that pouring at this temperature it will give me a less frosting. So it looks like I have 4. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So this fills about 4 cups, condiment cups, which is pretty good. Alright, there you go. It's all poured, but we're not finished yet. I will bring you back for the next step, which is for the sprinkles. So I'll bring you back for that step. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 containers out of the wax. Yay, that's good. And I will bring you back. Okay, so the wax has cooled a little, solidified a little bit. It's still liquidy. So at this point, if you want to use sprinkles, at this point you can add your sprinkles at the top. Just drop it in so that it sticks to the wax. Who doesn't love some sprinkles? Give it that girly cake-like looking effect. Actually, yeah, it looks like a sprinkle cake. Okay, let's give you a close-up view. Doesn't that look so pretty? Now, for this wax here, to give a central, you have to be patient. You have to give this time to settle with the fragrance, and it takes a longer time with this wax, especially this wax here, soy wax, Golden Brand wax. It takes a long time for this wax to for the wax and the fragrance to bind, and you need to do this, and you really need to leave it alone. Put it away for 4 weeks. I usually do 4 to 8 weeks. I'm giving you 4 weeks for this. Put it away. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Put it away. Of course, after you cover it with your cover, okay? I have to let this sit and cool before I cover it up, okay? Because it's still fairly soft. Fairly soft. And I let this sit for 4 weeks, okay? I'm repeating myself because it's important that I repeat myself, especially for this stage here where you really have to allow your wax and your fragrance to bind, because a lot of people have problems with Central, and every company is going to be different. Not every company fragrance might work out the best for this type of wax. So it's all about the testing. You really have to test. Yeah, you do have to test. All about the testing. And you have to be patient. It's hard to be patient, but you have to be patient, and you have to let your wax sit. I usually don't make just soy wax. I do a special blend of waxes, and at some point I will be doing another kit for that blend of wax, which is absolutely, you don't have to wait as long as this wax. So I will be doing a blend of wax, and I will be doing another free giveaway for wax melt, to make your own wax melt. But and the thing is with this wax here too, it doesn't have a high melting point, so you have to store it in a cool area, because if you store it in a hot area, it will frost up, and it will it will melt, and it's going to go back to its liquid state. So summer is coming. Make sure you put it in a cool area, to store it in a cool area, okay? And that's it for the wax melt kit. If you have any questions, you can email me, and you can leave a comment in the comment section, okay? So email me, leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions. If anyone uses this wax, it doesn't have to be specifically for my kit, but if you use Golden Wax 464 or 444, this is how you want to melt your wax, and this is how you prepare your wax and your fragrance. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video is helpful to you, and I will be making a lot more videos with tips on how to make candles also. I have my group set up in Facebook. I want to set up group in Facebook for various things, products, bath bombs and such. So make sure that you join me on Facebook. It would be good if you join me on Facebook. A lot more information is on Facebook and Twitter, And I am still working on this stupid website that Wix. It's just, they're all over the place. Or I'm all over the place. But they're not helping me get into the place. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you guys for watching.